Welcome to the Reddit Chronicles. Today we will be reading from Am I the Jerk? Our first post is by Throwaway. Am I the jerk for ruining Christmas and being upset? The only gifts I got from my family were joke gifts. Some background: my family likes to play pranks with Christmas and birthday gifts. It's nothing new. I, F21, as well as my 5 siblings, from 29 to 37 years old, have all been pranked on our birthdays and on Christmas, and usually it's 1 or 2 gifts. This Christmas, though, I was the only person to get all joke gifts. For example, I unwrapped a MacBook from my brother, but when I opened it, it was just some chocolate, which I don't eat, so I gave it away, and the MacBook was actually given to my sister inside a bag she wanted. Another gift was what I thought was a book I put on my Christmas list was actually just the book cover put on a dictionary. When I asked my mom about the book, she told me she gave it to my sister-in-law. This went on with each present my siblings or parents had given me. AirPods was just a charger block, adapter, gift cards were used and had $0 balance, a card with Monopoly money, and so on, totaling to about 12 joke gifts. I realized I went out of my way to get everyone something they wanted or they'd like, and I didn't get anything. At this point I was bummed, so I went to the living room to watch TV with my boyfriend. At dinner they were all talking about how much they loved their gifts, and when my dad asked why I hadn't said anything about mine, I said there wasn't much to say. Everyone but my boyfriend laughed, and my mom said it was no big deal, as everyone else also got some joke gifts. I told her every gift I got was a joke gift, and that the ones they got was also followed by the real one. My dad told me I needed to relax, as I'm making a big deal about it, and I'd have next Christmas to get the stuff on my list. Not wanting to go back and forth, I told my boyfriend I wanted to leave, and we can spend the rest of Christmas break with his family, then go home. My family got mad and told me not to go and to just stay because it wasn't serious. I left and put my phone on Do Not Disturb during the drive, and by the time we got to boyfriend's parents' house, I had several missed calls and texts from them calling me names like ungrateful, sensitive, and childish. They said I ruined Christmas and made my parents upset because I left. The next day, I exchanged and opened gifts with my boyfriend and his family, and one of the gifts I had gotten was the book I wanted. The book my mom pretended to gift me. I posted it on my Instagram story, and not even 0 minutes after posting it, my sister sent a screenshot of my story to the family group chat, and they basically got mad at me for leaving and telling me I ruined Christmas over some presents. They told me I owe everyone, especially my parents, an apology because my mom spent New Year's sad because of my actions. Now I just want an outside party to tell me if I'm the jerk here. Am I in the wrong for being upset about the gifts and for leaving? After reading their messages and sitting on this for a few days, I'm now feeling like maybe I was upset over nothing and need to apologize to them. Gonna edit, as there may have been some misunderstanding. My Christmas list didn't include expensive gifts, nor was I upset I didn't receive expensive gifts. I was merely upset because of being pranked with everything I got, and being the only person who didn't get a real present, that is all. Another thing I'll address is I didn't do anything to my family which would warrant them doing this. The last big argument I had was with my sister, which was over a year and a half ago. Thank you for the replies, and I will try my best to reply to comments while I'm at work. Editing once more to add: I participated in joke gifts when I was a kid. Haven't participated in the last 10+ years because I didn't enjoy it or find it funny, which they do know. I will reply with more info if needed when I'm on break or have time to reply. And I am familiar with the term scapegoat, but truthfully don't fully understand, so I will research that as well. Our next post is by Beautiful Explorer. Am I the jerk for picking a revealing bridesmaid dress in order to get one of my bridesmaids to drop? So this has been a long thing coming. My soon-to-be husband has a sister, let's call her Mia. Now Mia and I do not click very well. I am polite, but I wouldn't say we are friends. I felt I was forced by his family to make her a bridesmaid or she will be sad. I am going to be blunt. Mia is fat and very insecure about it. This has led bridesmaid dresses shopping to be a nightmare. Never could find something she wants and all the other bridesmaid and me liking it. So I gave everyone 2 options to vote on. Option 1 was getting a dress that can be styled multiple ways, or picking from a collection so everyone matches but they will need to pay for it. Option 2 was I will buy everyone's dress, but what I chose the dress, and my decision is final. My 5 bridesmaids voted and options 2 won. So I picked out a blue strapless dress with a mini slit. I really like it, and I knew Mia would have an issue with it. I sent a picture to all the bridesmaid and confirming the right size before I ordered it. This is where it blew up. Mia was pissed I picked a revealing dress. This resulted in an argument where she thinks I am a huge jerk, and I told her she can step down if she has issues with the dress. She tried to get the family on her side, but everyone knows I gave them options and had watched me struggle to find something everyone wants. Edit. She voted for the option where I pay for the dress. I truly didn't ask her since her and mother-in-law announced she was one of my bridesmaid at a family gathering. The only way to keep peace with the whole family was basically giving her what she wanted. I also have gone to 4 different shops to find a dress for everyone. Our next post is by Throwaway. Am I the jerk for expecting my date to cover the cleaning cost of a dress he ruined? I, 27F, am in a bit of a dilemma and could really use some advice. I've been seeing this guy for a couple months, and we decided to go to a nice high-end restaurant for a date. Initially, I was going to wear a nice dark blue dress that I like to wear out, but he asked me to wear a different white dress that I had shown him once, as it matched his outfit. I've never had a guy ask me this. The white dress in question was a gift from my late grandmother and was quite expensive, so I was reluctant but agreed and just asked that we didn't go anywhere after where I might spill something on it or otherwise mess it up. He mentioned clubbing after dinner, which is why I said that. I didn't want to risk messing the dress up, and he said we could just go to dinner and I could change out of it before doing anything else. Great. However, the evening took a turn for the worse when he accidentally spilled his red wine all over my dress. He had gotten an unexpected call, and when he tried to quickly mute his ringer, his elbow hit his glass, and it spilled all in the lap area of my dress before I could react. It was completely drenched and stained. He was apologetic at the time, and I tried to be cool about it, but inside I was devastated, especially since I had mentioned specifically how I wanted to be careful wearing it. Later, I mentioned to him that the dress was very expensive and asked if he'd be willing to help with the cost of cleaning or replacing it. To get it professionally cleaned and the stain removed would cost $100, which I asked him to pay half of. To my surprise, he got quite defensive. He argued that it was an accident and that I was being unreasonable for expecting him to pay for something like that, and that it was my fault for wearing it out knowing that it could have happened. I feel like it's a matter of principle. Yes, it was an accident, but the dress is ruined, and it was extremely sentimental to me, not to mention a valuable dress. He thinks I'm being materialistic and making a big deal out of nothing. Now, I'm not sure how to feel about his reaction. Am I the jerk for expecting him to cover the cost? Thank you for listening to the Reddit Chronicles. Follow for more content.